joined now by Senator Martin Heinrich, a Democrat from New Mexico and a member of the Intelligence Committee. Senator, pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
There's been some intense pushback from Republicans and the intelligence community on this new report. CIA directors say the enhanced interrogation did lead to the capture of senior al-Qaeda operatives and saved American lives. Did you find any evidence of that in your investigation?
A lot of rhetoric from some of our colleagues, but no evidence. And I think that's part of the problem. We need to set these policies based on evidence. And we also need the moral authority as a nation to lead the world's efforts against terrorism. And releasing this report is part of building that credibility in America again so that we can lead that effort.
Let me play for you, Senator, part of what former CIA Director Michael Hayden had to say on Morning Joe about the Senate's report.
What you've got here is a small group trying to say, oh, it was never about us. It's not us. It's not us. It's them. They did it. Frankly, that really is hypocritical.
He says Congress was fully briefed and gave its consent to all of these interrogation tactics. Is there some degree of, well, I don't know, doublespeak here?
That wasn't my experience, and what I would urge people to do is to look at the statements that General Hayden has made publicly to the Congress in his testimony, and then compare that with the actual CIA documents that are outlined in this report. And what you see is two very different stories, and it really forces, I think, all of us to question the veracity of any of his statements.
Senator, is there a concern that countries that were asked by the United States of America to participate, to help fight terrorism, as they called it, are now seeing that that country that asked them to help them out is now hanging them out to dry?
Absolutely not. And one of the things you will see in the Senate report is that no countries were identified, not even by pseudonym. But we do need to work internationally to make sure that we lead our efforts against terrorism, that we are the lead voice and country that is really has the moral authority to fight back against these extremist groups around the world. And we cannot do that if we're employing these reprehensible techniques. This was torture. You know, torture is un-American. It's not part of our value set. And in the most stressful and difficult times, we should hang on to our values, not cast them to the side.
Senator Martin Heinrich, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.